Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and today, good after cup of coffee. Yes, I've hit the coffee a little bit early. That one's for Joe. He knows what I mean. Don't worry if you don't understand. The normal is good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Okay. So it's the LEN Live Chat, and this is Lynn from the Learn English Network, and it's a lovely morning actually here in Germany. The sun's shining, blue skies, not too hot, not too cold. The fan isn't on, so you won't have that annoying noise of that, and it's not too hot, so you won't have my computer whirring away in the background. Hopefully this will be a good broadcast. We will see. And yeah, we'll start with 7 days ago. Apologies if I've already said these, but I think I'm okay from this point. It's very difficult to find the point at which I finished last week, so I have to do a little bit of searching. This is not a good place to start because it's somebody from the Czech Republic, and their name's A. Hlavachova. Something like that. And A. Hlavachova said, "Is there some Czech? Is there some Czech what? Is there some Czech beer? Is there some Czech wine?" So is there some would mean whatever you're going to ask for is uncountable. And I think you were asking I think you were saying, are there any Czech people here? Okay. And my reply was, I don't know. Is that important? Guys, this is called the Learn English Network. It's on learnenglish.de and it's called English Chat. Okay. There's a lot of clues in that. English. Okay, so don't be too hung up on finding native speakers of your own language. You'll find other speakers from all over the world who want to practice their English. That's kind of what it's all about. All right, so you never did tell me, so anyway. Then we had Mr. Tunkbilek, and Mr. Tunkbilek said, "How are you all?" Which should be how with a capital H, and are you all ending with a question mark. It's a question. How are you all? Yeah. I want to only English chat. Okay. So I capitalized, and then we tend to put only want to, not want to only. Yeah. I only want to chat in English, and capital E for English. Okay. And my reply was, "Hi, Mr. Tunkbilek." Oh, this is difficult first thing in the morning. This ended up in the moderation queue, so I'll try to remember to include it in next week's broadcast. Promise made, promise delivered. Excellent. And then Sun replied to Aladdin in one of our longer running threads, and Sun said, "Hello, I am Chinese, and you?" Okay, it's a good construction, but hello should be capitalized H, then I capitalized, Chinese capital C, and then comma and you question mark. Yeah, the question mark was good, but you need the comma between Chinese and the and. Yeah, so that would be, "Hello, I'm Chinese, and you?" Nice way of phrasing it. A little bit of work on the capitalization and punctuation. Okay, Aladdin replied, "I'm from Egypt," and Sun said, "Oh, I've seen some news about Egypt these days. Do you live in Cairo?" And Aladdin replied, "Yes, I do. I'm okay." And I'm glad to hear that, Aladdin, because we are thinking of you. It must be difficult at the moment, to put it mildly. So Aladdin then wrote, "Hats off to Lynn." Oh, this is another thread, okay? If you remember, I was correcting Zeb's hat off to you, yeah? We always say hats off, which is weird, but it's just the way it is, okay? You have to be a bit zen about these things, just accept that's the silliness of English. And Zeb had written, for those who listened to the 14th of August 2013 podcast, it was cool, Lynn reading out loud the Spanish saying, wasn't it? Hats off to Lynn. Well done, Zeb. Bravo! But me writing something in Spanish was an exception, and no, I would never write anything rude in a language that Lynn doesn't master. That's most of them, including English, I think. Okay, I never mean to be rude in English either, even though my messages may seem uncalled for sometimes. Oops. That's all right, Zeb. You kind of get a pass because I know you're not malicious. 35 YOA stands for years of age. Yeah, I never knew that. In Australia, they use it all the time in forms. There you go. Yes, I love to receive feedback about my English. People tend not to give you any if they can understand you, so I cherish the LEN podcast. I feel a bit ridicule at times, though. Okay, here it comes. I feel a bit ridiculous at times, though. Ridicule is a verb, to ridicule somebody, and I would never ridicule you. I never try to ridicule anybody. I sometimes have a bit of fun, but only if I think you... And Zeb, you've got a lovely sense of humour, so I figure a little bit of ribbing doesn't matter, and it can help you remember. But no, I never mean to ridicule anyone. And if you feel ridiculous, that's more on yourself, yeah, and you feel silly, you feel embarrassed, yeah. So I feel ridiculous, okay, at times though. And I'm sorry, but because I'm French, no need to apologise for being French, Seb. That's what I mean, to ridicule. No, I'm not ridiculing you. I'm just poking fun at you. I'm probably a romantic person, whatever Lynn thinks. Thanks, son. That's really nice. Then Edouard kindly wrote, for those who listened to the 14th August 2013 podcast, I didn't. You wrote TOT. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure if I dare ask. Anybody know TOT? Zeb replied to Edouard, hi Edouard, 3 days passed since you wrote this message. Okay, 3 days have passed since you actually, oh gosh, no, it says 3 days passed since you wrote this message. Okay, and it should be 3 days have passed since you wrote this message. Okay, that could be the beginning of a song, couldn't it? 3 days have passed since you wrote this message. Have you had a listen to Lynn's peculiar Spanish style since? Ha! Charming. Edouard then said, no, I've been quite busy lately and had not had much time to listen much content in English. Okay. And have not had much time to listen to much content in English. We always listen to something. You listen to music, you're listening to my voice, you need that little word to, yeah? Just to make it, people will understand you, but it just sounds better, it looks better, okay? Besides, I don't intend listening to the latest podcasts without listening to the older ones first. Gosh, that's very dedicated of you. Okay, besides, I don't intend to listen to the latest podcasts without listening to the older ones first. Now, why intend to listen to? It's because of that word intend. In this case, you use the infinitive. I don't intend to do that, ever. Though I'm really looking forward to hearing Lynn's Spanish. I hope it didn't disappoint. And then I wrote, please be kind, Edouard. Edouard then did listen to the podcast and said, I quickly listened to some of the first 15 minutes of the broadcast. Okay, I think you mean you sort of fast forwarded through the first 15 minutes. And your Spanish demo was not that bad. And here I get a little Spanish lesson. So, look at this word, only if you're interested in Spanish. So it's P-A with an accent, J-A-R-O. The J in Spanish sounds like the H in hot, so it's pajero, I think, hint, house, etc. Not like in John, Judge and James. So the J is obviously one of those that doesn't, yeah, that's the problem with when you change the pronunciation of a letter in a language. It must be difficult as well the other way. So Spanish people learning English will see all our Judges and Johns and Jameses and go, Hames, Hudge, Hon. What fun. I'm not sure about this one, but did you pronounce the C in cien like S in erasure, pleasure and measure? It should sound like the S in C. So maybe I did say cien and it should be cien. Okay, got you. Vowel sounded okay, therefore Spanish sounds shouldn't be difficult for you to learn. I hope so, because then I replied to Edouard, good to know, Edouard, you're a very good teacher. Did I tell you my sister has moved to Spain? So if my sister's listening, hola! And then Edouard said, no, I'm not. I don't like teaching. I'd rather help someone teach himself something than to teach it to him. Just like you do, isn't it? And that should be just like you do, don't you? Yeah? Because in these tag questions, the verbs matter. They have to kind of match, yeah? Or you could have said, that is what you do, isn't it? Because then you've got is and isn't. Yeah? Is, isn't, do, don't. Okay? And then he replied, I didn't even know you had a sister. I've got two, Edouard. Who knows? Maybe that sister is just another part of yourself. Well, they are kind of. I mean, we've got the same genes and everything, but no, they're, yeah, you might even have spoken to one of them without even knowing it. I won't say any more on that. But that's great. Greater chances of you speaking Spanish, indeed. Speaking with a small s, yeah? And I've got to learn a couple of really important things, as I wrote. To me, that's what teaching is all about. Yeah, helping people to learn rather than telling them what to learn. I'm planning on visiting SIS next year. SIS is short for sister, by the way. So I guess I'll have to learn some key phrases like, 2 beers, please. And Edouard quite rightly said, you already know how to say that in Spanish, don't you? Okay then. So I'll see if I can listen to it tonight, tomorrow in Germany, at least the part where you speak Spanish and tell you, oh, that's gone out of kilter. Yeah, that's 2 days ago. And then before it, 10 hours ago. How weird. Sometimes in Discuss, I've noticed, those of you who are using Discuss and listening to this, if you reply within a thread, it's better than if you reply out of the thread. It can go out of sequence if you reply out of the thread. And as I said, easily remedied, Edouard. I can soon learn that. I think it's doscientos or something like that. I remember I learnt it for when we went to a Picasso exhibition many years ago, but I've kind of forgotten. Dos eventos, por favor? Anyway, that's me learning Spanish. You don't want to hear that. Okay, so let's carry on. And then Nameen said, hi everybody. Hi just has one eye, Nameen. Okay, it doesn't make it more exciting to put 3 eyes on it. Really, hi's enough. How are you, dear? Well, when you say everybody, then you say, how are you, dears? And you, Y-O-U. Yeah? And everybody is sort of plural. How are you, dears? How are you, dears? Well, we're fine. Thank you, darling. Careful of saying dear to a Brit. We're a little bit, we're much more open than we used to be, but we're still a little bit reserved. And I sometimes get dears and things like that. And it's a bit weird sometimes, especially if I know the person's a man and I think, ooh, I'm not your dear. Not meaning to be unfriendly, but just be careful out there. I'm kind of open to it because I know you don't really mean it. You know you don't know me really. So I know you're just being friendly and open and nice. But if you're in another forum or in another chat room, keep the dears until you know the person. Yeah, and then let fly with as many dears and darlings as you want. And then Lamine said, please, I need help in English. Who is interested in help me? Okay, who's interested? Interested, I-N-T-E-R-E-S-T-E-D. So you need an E between the T and the R. And then who's interested in helping me? Yeah. So again, use that gerund form, that ing form. Who's interested in doing that? Please add me on FB, which I presume means Facebook. Okay. Should you come in to discuss and ask for friends on Facebook? Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. You can do that. And then Naveen left Naveen's Facebook address. Naveen then said, Aladdin went in and quite rightly said, hi Naveen, I don't have Facebook account anymore. Okay, so I don't have a Facebook account anymore. How can I help you now? Big smile. And Naveen replied, how can you help me, dear? And Aladdin replied, what do you think? Could go on forever, that. I replied, hi Naveen, we are on Facebook, but we use it for sharing amusing things. I find being in a purely English environment is better for practicing English. I've noticed many people on Facebook post in their native language, and there's nothing wrong with that. But apart from the odd word, you know you have to post in English here. Naveen then wrote, you can use this social site as you want, dear. You see, that dear to me as a Brit sounds so sarcastic, so you might have meant it sarcastically or not, I don't know, but really it was like, ooh, meow. So, Naveen then said, usually I'm talking with foreign friends to develop my English. Okay, I do say this a lot. Foreign. Who's foreign on the internet? Nobody. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Okay, I am actually foreign because I'm sitting in Germany and I'm English, but I'm British. That says so on my passport anyway. So yeah, maybe I am foreign, but really try and get rid of the word foreign. Yeah, I talk, so not usually I'm talking. It's usually I talk with English-speaking friends to develop my English. Yeah, and that's good. That's good. That's the best best way of learning English, really. Use it, even in lots of different situations. Zeb then wrote, that's good, Namin. Have you ever met any international friends in real life as well? I like that, Zeb. Yeah, not foreign friends, but international friends. That word foreign, it's got this sort of xenophobic aspect to it nowadays. It's used too negatively sometimes. So, yeah, I think international friends is lovely, Zeb. Thank you. We didn't hear back from Namin, so Namin's off on Facebook. And we do have a Facebook page. Do like it, because it helps our social page rankings on Woo. I do look, you know. I don't care, but I do look. Okay, so it's all good. And we do use Facebook, and I will reply to things on Facebook, but I do find it's not that ideal for learning English, because you've got all your friends on there going in your native language, and it drags you back into your native language. I like people to stick in English for at least an hour a day. Then Bruna wrote, hi, I'm Brazilian and I'm a student of English. Okay, so capital I again. I'm a Brazilian. That's good. Brazilian, you've capitalised. I'm a student of English, capital I and capital E for English. I want to talk English with others people, so if you want to, add me on Facebook. Okay, fine. Goes Facebook again. There goes the neighbourhood. Okay, I want to talk English with a capital E with others. That's enough. Or with other people. You can't have others people. Others, that's sort of like people, and other people, that's fine too, but not others people. You've got to have one or the other. People is plural. Yeah, so you don't need another plural on others. So other people or with others. So if you want to, 1-0. Yeah, if you want to do that, add me on Facebook. And Facebook, really, to be fair to Mark Zuckerberg, should be with a capital F, because it is a trademark, so it's a proper noun. Facebook with a capital F. I won't say anything more than that. Sun then said, I want to talk with you. I am a student too. I am Chinese. In China, Facebook is forbidden. Therefore, would you mind chat by using email? Okay, so Sun, I'm Chinese. Chinese, capital C, yeah? All the languages have a capital letter at the beginning. In China, China with a capital C, Facebook with a capital F is forbidden. Therefore, would you mind chatting by using email? Or would you mind chatting by email? You don't need the using in there. And it's would you mind doing? Would you mind doing that? Would you mind if I did that? Or would you mind doing it? Okay, so you need the ing form. And I then wrote, is Facebook good for people to talk together? I find Skype or Google Plus are better. And I do, I really do. And Aladdin, well done Aladdin, he said me too. Okay, so just a point, I don't mind if you share your Facebook accounts, your email addresses, I don't know, what else are there? There's other, and any other social networking site in the discuss page, but I won't be joining you there. Okay, I just want to make that clear. I'm not being mean, I'm just restricting my time in the only way I can, and that's to stick to replying to things within that thing. If you send me a message in Facebook on the English page, I will. I don't, however, do from my own personal page. I don't connect with people I don't know. Okay, so you'll have to go to the Learn English Network page if you want to interact with me or any other member of the Learn English Network on Facebook. But we do tend to use it for funny cartoons. It's great for funny. I mean, there's nothing better than Facebook for funny cartoons, really. It's brilliant for that. Well done, Mark Zuckerberg. You've got the best funny cartoon sharer in the world. Okay, then Null wrote, hey. I say hey. No need to say hey. Hey, you, stop walking on my grass. Hey, you, clean up after your dog. It's more like a, sort of warning, really. Hey, watch out, there's a bus coming. Nah, hi is better. Okay. Hey. Hi, I really want to learn English. English capital E. I'm better to grammar, but not so good to speak, and to us the grammar. Okay. I'm should have an apostrophe because it's short for I am. So it's I apostrophe M to show, and the little apostrophe is to show there's a letter missing, like the A. So I'm better at grammar. Yeah? You sure? Oh, I mustn't say that. So you probably won't listen to this, so it's okay. I'm better at grammar, but not so good at speaking. Okay. And to us, the grammar. And maybe that means and using the grammar. Oh, and using grammar. Grammar doesn't really need an article. Yeah, I'm better at grammar, but not so good at speaking and using the grammar. Okay, maybe you need. I need to improve my grammar. I'm not sure because that was a bit mangled. I understood. Well, no. Did I understand what you mean? I understand there's a couple of potential meanings to this. You're either saying you need to improve your grammar, or you think you're really good at grammar. Either way, just listen to what I'm saying and make your own mind up. Okay. I hope someone wants to chat with me about anything so I can be better. Okay. I hope someone wants to chat with me about anything. Wants to. Yeah. Someone. He, she, it, someone, somebody wants, okay, with me about anything so I can get better or so I can improve, yeah? Because to get better can sometimes mean you were ill, okay? And so improve is actually a better word. So I can improve. Zeb wrote, hi Null. Null in French means with no value. Please reassure me you're not French. Are you? And we don't know. Null never replied. Charlie wrote hello, and Kanka wrote hi everybody. Hi, hello. And then somebody, I'm not sure who, because they use Chinese symbols as their name, so I really can't read Chinese, and I had to sort of just go, hello, I'm new here. I want to improve my English with your help. Can I say it like that? Okay, so hello, I'm new here. Capital I. Full stop. That is a sentence. I want to improve my English with your help. So English with a capital E. Full stop. Good. Can I say it like that? So you need a space between the full stop and can, and then a capital C because it's a new sentence. Can I say it like that? And a question mark because you're asking a question. Okay? And yes, you can. Zeb wrote, with your help, I'll improve my English too. And then our little Chinese friend said, thanks a lot. And then went all funny on us. OMG, which means, oh my goodness, or oh my god, what a pity. Why not chat in QQ, can we? Okay, you can chat wherever you want, but you won't get the corrections. Okay, so why not chat in QQ? Question mark. Why with a capital W? Because it's the beginning of the sentence. Can we? Capital C and question mark after we because it's a question. Can we? Can we do that? Sun wrote, I'm Chinese too. And our Chinese friend said, great, now I think I have many friends here. Can we use QQ to talk? Well, you've got many friends here. Okay, maybe you mean to talk in voice. Not everybody has access to QQ, by the way, so it's the same as Facebook. It's blocked, yeah, and it gets blocked in other countries. So some of these things sometimes are a little problematic, and we need to get the firewalls down, don't we? We need to open it all up so everybody can do whatever they want. But some people are a bit scared of that kind of idea of what we'd get up to. What we'd get up to? We'd share pictures of cats. That's what we'd get up to. And we'd learn cool new stuff. And some people would do naughty things, but they're going to do those anyway. They're just going to do them behind proxies and virtual servers. So, you're only stopping nice people from doing what nice people want to do, and therefore populating the rest of it with all the rubbish other people want to do. That doesn't stop them. Honestly, if anybody's listening who can do that, just switch the firewalls off, okay? Just say you get up to what you get up to, and if you do anything naughty, we'll catch you. Okay? It's a free internet. It should be open. Why have borders on the internet? That's a weird idea. Never understood it. Okay, so Sun wrote, sure. Okay, so hopefully they're having a nice conversation on QQ. Now, I did delete a reply, and it's because it was all in Chinese, and I don't speak Chinese, and I haven't got time to translate it, and I'm not sure if Google Translate is that effective anyway. So if you write all in a language that I cannot understand, well, basically this is an English chat room. That's the rule. You use English, okay? And so I deleted it, and then Sun, oops, okay, so I deleted it. So Sun then wrote, we have to using English. No, we have to use English. If you've got the to, then you need the infinitive form of the verb, yeah? We are using English, we have to use English. We cannot talk in Chinese, see? capital, or the comment would be deleted. Actually, no, we cannot talk in Chinese or the comment will be deleted. Are you living abroad? If not, why are you using Skype? Skype with a capital S. I don't have Skype. I have QQ and email. Where are you living? Okay. Normally we'd say, where do you live? Where are you living is kind of temporary. Where are you living at the moment? Oh, I'm staying in a hotel. Yeah, temporary. Where do you live means where's your home at the moment. And I wrote, it's not me being mean, it's just that this is a website for learning and practicing English, so it kind of makes sense to use English here. Little wink. And I'm sorry if it's upset you, I deleted the post, but I have moderated more forums and seen them destroyed more quickly by them not being moderated than I have by seeing them strictly moderated. So the rule is English, please, even if it's broken English, because I'm here to correct it for you. Okay? I wrote to our little Chinese friend to say, as Zeb has hinted, with your help. So and watch the capitals, okay? And our little Chinese friend said, thanks for your hint. And there's a lovely little smiley. I love those. It's an open bracket star, hat, underscore, hat, star, close bracket. It's really sweet. Thanks for your hint. It wasn't so much a hint as advice, okay? A hint would be, go and have a look at this page. You might not want to say that. That's a hint. Ooh, you might not want to do that. That's a hint. If I tell you, it's advice, okay? Juan, you see, I've got the Juan SM said, how do I use the chat? Capital H1. And I replied, you just did. Okay, Luana said hi. Hi, Luana. And I put a little thing up, just a hint. When you come here, type in English. Even if you meet a fellow other language speaker, pretend they only speak English. Okay, so now you know. Then Abhishith Sekar said hi. MD Uzuddin Omar said hello. Hi, hello. Jamil said hello, everybody. Saad said hi. Anybody wants to chat on Facebook or Skype? So Facebook, capital F, Skype, capital S. Anybody, one word. Hi, capital H. And well done, you put the question mark. That's good. That's good. Okay. Then April joined us. Hi, April. Always lovely hearing from you. And she wrote, I'm interested in visiting Guernsey. It's a G sound. And she did say, I wonder how to pronounce this name. Hee hee. Why are you putting accents over the E? I think you're doing too much French, okay? We don't have accents in English, okay? We don't use them. We don't lose little hats. What are they called? Or tildes or any of those things that change pronunciation. English is so easy. It's British, I think, but it's close to France. Yeah, it is a British island, by the way. Don't tell the French. Don't tell Zeb. Shh, it's a secret. The problem is how to get there. Guernsey is an island, so I might need to fly or to take a ferry. So just a comma after island. Guernsey is an island, so I might need to fly or to take a ferry. I prefer to go by train, to be honest. I don't think they've built a bridge yet. I mean, they might have since I was last in England, but I haven't heard anything about, or a tunnel. So I'm afraid you're stuck on a boat or in the air. And I think it's cheaper by ferry and it's more frequent by ferry. So Zeb and Lynn, what is your advice for me? I think Zeb's on a break or she's had enough, but Aladdin had some advice. You were not asked for this advice. Aladdin said, stay at your home. Aladdin, never tell somebody to stay at home when they've got the wanderlust. Yeah, when they've got itchy feet. When people have itchy feet, they should get out the house and go and do whatever the world is telling them to go and do. So, and I wrote to Aladdin, stay at home. Okay, stay at your home. Of course, it's if unless you say otherwise, home is yours. Yeah, it's your home. So the word home is, well, it's the home of the person mentioned, unless you say otherwise, is what I wrote. Okay, so you can stay at my house, you might say, or you can stay in my home, you might say. But just if you're saying to somebody, don't go out, stay at home. Stay in, you could say. And I wrote to April, reference pronunciation, remind me to tell you tomorrow. Job done. Guernsey. It is British, but I've never been there. It's a sad thing. I've never been to Jersey, which is spelt with a J, or to Guernsey with a G. You can fly, but the ferry is cheaper, and you can probably catch one in France, which would save you having to go to England. I think they sail from many, and it's shorter. Do you know what? One of the English ferries takes 12 hours to go to Guernsey. Isn't that weird? It's very expensive to live there, but as long as you're not planning on buying a house, you'll love it. I've heard that it's really Jersey and Guernsey property prices are sort of six-figure number type stuff, and even renting is really expensive. But for a visit, I think they're fine. I think food is reasonably priced, and drinks are reasonably priced. So yeah. Anyhow, Sad wrote, "Hi, anybody wants to chat on Facebook or Skype?" Oh, I already did that one. I'll delete that in a second. And Set, 13 hours ago, said, "Hi there." Hi, Set. I'm going to go in and see if there's anybody waiting for some kind of... Oh, it's a long way down. Hey, it's a big, long discussion today, which is good. Now, I do have an apology to make to anybody who hasn't been able to find us on live chat. We are having issues. We had issues with the website for a long time. We think we now know what it was. We've been having denial of service attacks, DOS attacks. I don't know why anyone would attack the Learn English Network, but I don't think like that. So anyhow, we hopefully got it all sorted. So if you do join us on live chat, you should find it a little bit faster. And of course, those of you who are members of the forum will know the forum's on lockdown too. Same issue. People just trying to bring down the forum as well. It's happened before. It will probably happen again. Don't take it to heart. It's just the nature of the net. And let's face it, Google was down on Saturday, so if it can happen to them, we're small fry. So yeah, I'm sorry if it's a bit of a pain with the forum being on lockdown, but it's still free. You just have to become a member in order to take part, in order to view the posts, and yeah, the RSS feeds won't work either, because again, people were just taking the content. Guys, if you don't like what we're doing, move on, go and do your own thing, and if you think you can do it better, yeah, do it. Just do it better than us. It's fine. I'm sure you can. In the meantime, we've run out of time again. Gosh, 30 minutes goes fast, and we'll be here next week. So thank you so much for listening and for taking part and for saying more than hi. Those of you who bravely put your fingers to the keyboard and jumped in, that's the way to do it. Or that's the way to do it. Thanks for listening. And remember to find the text and read along as you listen. Listening whilst reading really can help your brain to make that all-important connection between the words. Otherwise, you just engage with your English. Yeah, don't just parrot it. You're not a parrot. Pretty Polly, pretty Polly. The parrot doesn't know what it's saying. You have to engage your brain and think, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Keep going with your conversations. When you say hello, if somebody replies, reply back. That's called a conversation, and that's why you're learning English. You might be learning it to improve your job prospects or your love life, but at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. And get out there and practice, but be nice and be kind, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. Thank you for listening. Bye.